What's good, people? Uncle Hotep back at it again. On my way to the gym. I took vacation and all I did is go to DC and go to the gym. But that's okay. That was how I planned it. Anyway, Thursday at 8, Hotep's Been Told You podcast on Hotep Jesus' YouTube channel. If you can't catch us live streaming, we're on SoundCloud, iTunes, whatever, all the, Stitcher, everything, Spotify. I got to make a video about this Boys Can Be Princesses campaign. Like, what the hell is this, man? I can't stand it, man. Like, the force feeding of boys into changing actually what being a man is it's kind of frightening. You never see a girls can be a prince campaign, right? But you have this, I don't know who did this, who's behind this. Could be the redacted, the lizard man, Soros. It has a whole bunch of boys with mothers that the boys wanted to be princesses. Because I guess they seen some Disney movie and why can't I be a princess? So they want to dress up in princesses. What's that? Frozen, whatever the Ariel, whatever the hell. One, there's a couple things wrong here. One, obviously, there's not enough, fantasy stories, movies, whatever, for boys that these kids can look up to. Why are they looking up to the princess in the story and not to the boys in the story? Why? Because the boys are being made evil and stuff like that. I guess everything. I can't even remember the last. What's the last? What is the last movie? I guess kids-centered movie that's been centered around a boy, and the boy being the hero and everything else. I'll let y'all decide. I can't name anything right off the top of my head, right? So with all these movies out there, they want to fit in and shit like that. I think a lot of this is, there's no father in the home, or the father's like, super, I don't know, CUCK, is that going to be YouTube on the banned word filter or whatever? But they checked their masculinity out a long time ago, and a lot of these is just forcing it. I'm a parent now, and I've been for a while, for a few years, right? And what I see these people saying is, do whatever if your kids want to do, let them be them. That's not parenting. Parenting is when to say no. That's the bigger thing. You got to know when to say no, because the kids they'll go on and on and on. They don't know any better. Their mind hasn't fully developed. It's about saying no. I remember the old daycare, and this is a big conspiracy. Like, when people try to get on Hoteps about, the agenda, now everybody knows it now. Hoteps used to say, they're trying to demasculinize the black male. Been saying that for decades, right? That's some Hotep conspiracy. What is it now? There's no reason to dress boys into princesses' dresses. There isn't. Why can't they be Conan the Barbarian or something like that? That's what I'm talking about. There's no Conan. There's no G.I. Joe. There's none of that. There's no masculine things for these kids to attach to. You know, some should say it should be their fathers, which I agree with, but some of these kids is just with their mothers, man. It's sad, man. Like, I don't see, you know, I'll just use some of their rhetoric. You know, they're trying to uplift women, and women can be heroes and all this other stuff. Whatever. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to put men down to do it. You just don't. You don't have to demasculate the male to uplift the female. And I would wager, I would say in the West, the female is not really particularly oppressed in Western culture. Far from it. You know what I mean? You go to the Middle East and shit like that, and then, yeah, I would say, yeah, I agree with you, man. You need to do something for the women out there. But over here in the West, you know, I think it's a little overblown. And, you know, the redacted, the Illuminati, the lizard men, you know, this is what they're using to tear apart society. You know, there's nothing wrong with keeping your kids gender specific on their in their clothing. You know, I have daughters, you know, and you know, sometimes when I was getting them dressed, I'm like, man, put a dress on. At least a couple times a week. You know, some people, see, this is what happens. Like, some of these parents are so self-centered. They're like, oh, he wants to be just like me. He wants to wear a dress. See, that's not, if I had, like, I wouldn't do that. Like, I like, well, wear something girly for once. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had, you know, when I have my situation. But some of these people in their situations, like, they, you know, some of the women are, like, encouraging it. Definitely. You know, and some of the men are too. Like, there was this guy, his son wanted to be, I guess, Ariel for Christmas. Is it Ariel, or I don't know, whatever the Frozen drawing is. So he got thank you, man. So he got a man-sized costume for the princess, and he wore it around there, and they went viral. You know, he did it for clout, and it's fucking sickening, man. I can't take it. It's crazy. Anyway, I think I rambled long enough. Keep your boys out of dresses, man. Just stop. Just stop. If anything, is this the worst trend I've ever seen in the West? This is it. This is definitely it. Anyway, this is Uncle Hood Tip. I'll talk to y'all later. See y'all Thursday. Peace.